and welcome back to our new session for today. Okay, let's start our session. As you know, there are three main verb tenses in English: past, present, and future. They are divided into three, or actually they are four aspects: simple, continuous, perfect, and something else called perfect continuous. Okay, today we're going to talk about the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense. When we use the past perfect tense, do you know when we use it? We use it to express an action that happened before a specific time in the past. It means that we don't mention the exact time. We don't mention the exact time. Let's take some examples. Okay. She had finished her homework before 10 o'clock. Second example, he had established his company before 2009. I had been to the US once before. Here, we don't mention the exact time. If we mention the exact time, it becomes past simple. It becomes past simple. I finished my homework at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock. Okay. The second usage, an action that happened earlier, before something else or another action in the past. What does it mean? We have two or more, three or more action in the past. Okay? One happened before the other. One happened before the other. Actually, we are talking in the past, no relation to the present. Examples. He had learned English before he moved to America, which means first he learned English, then he moved to America or traveled to America. Okay. I met my friends after I had my lunch. Take care here. Past perfect. Had my lunch. Okay? Before I visited my uncle, I had played football. I had played football, then I visited my uncle. After she had cleaned the house, she watched TV. Okay. What about the form? What about the form of the past perfect? Okay. Look at the examples. He had watched this film before. We had read our books before the session started. Here, the form is had plus past participle plus past participle. Okay. If we want to put it into the negative form, we add not. We add not. Hadn't plus past participle. Examples. He hadn't finished his homework before his father arrived. I hadn't sent the letter yet. Also, we can make the sentence negative by using never. By using never. She had never traveled to England before. She hadn't traveled to England before. Okay, let's move on. Question. As you know, there are yes-no question and WH question. And we are going to talk about yes-no question. Okay, sure, yes-no question, we start with had. Had she seen it before? Or I, we, he, they, whatever. Okay. The short answer, positive, yes, she had. The negative form, no, she hadn't. It is the negative answer. Okay, clear? Okay. Note, we can use the past perfect with the time expression of the present perfect. What are the time expression of the present perfect? Okay, they are already, just, since, for, ever, never, and yet. Look at the examples. He had already left before his mother arrived home. Here we used already. Here we used already. They had traveled abroad for 7 years. Had you ever been to America? Ever is used in the question form. Yes. Linking words. Okay. We use the linkers to combine the action in the correct order. Okay. These linkers are after, as soon as, before, by the time, till, and until. But take care. Okay. The past perfect is used with the earlier action, which happened first. The first action, we use the past perfect. Okay. But the past simple is used with the action or action happened next. It means that the first action take past perfect because it is the oldest, and the second action or what else use the past simple. The past simple. Let's start with after, as soon as. They are the same. They are the same. Okay. After the film had started, we arrived. As soon as the sun had set, she got to the beach. Here, look at after sentence. We had started. As soon as the sun had set. It means that after, as soon as, are followed by past perfect. Past perfect, not past simple. Then past simple. Okay, take care. We can use after or as soon as in the middle of the sentence. How? We arrived after the film had started. After the film had started. Then, before, by the time. Also, they are the same. Okay, before I watched TV, I had cleaned my room. By the time I went to the cinema, the film had started. Here, look, before, after it, past simple. Also, by the time, after it went, is the past simple of go. So, before, by the time, past simple, then past perfect. Then past perfect. Also, we can use them in the middle. We can use them in the middle. I had cleaned my room before I watched TV. The third keywords or linkers, till, until. Here, look at the examples. I didn't understand the lesson until my teacher had explained it. He didn't offer us a drink till we had finished eating. Okay, look at the examples. Here, we use past simple in the negative form, before until, and before also till. It means that past simple, negative form, till, until, plus past perfect, plus past perfect. We use, take care, till, until in the middle only to connect the sentence. We can't use them at the beginning here. We can't use until at the beginning. Okay, here in this sentence. Okay, let's answer these questions together. Okay. First, I knew he was ill. Then I visited him. Here, where is the first action? First, I knew that he was ill. What happened next? I visited him. Here, I want to put after. After I had known, past perfect, he was ill, I visited him. As soon as is equal to after. So, I visited him as soon as I had known he was ill. Okay, another question. He saw the film, then he cleaned the room. First, he saw the film. Then what happened? He cleaned the room. Before he cleaned the room, he had seen the film. He had seen the film by the time he cleaned the room. Okay. The third question, I didn't go out. I finished my homework. Here I have past simple in the negative. Okay. I didn't go out until I had finished my homework. Okay. I didn't go out till I had finished my homework. Both of them are right because until and till are equal. Okay. The last question, she had already done the housework before she visited her aunt. Here, I want you to put as soon as, by the time, and until. 3 answers. As soon as she had already done the housework, she visited her aunt. By the time, which means before, she visited her aunt, she had already done the housework. She didn't visit her aunt until she had done the housework. And that's all for today. I hope you understood it. Thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.